In 1917, the winds of war caused American patriots to answer the clarion call to duty throughout our nation. From all regions of our country, thousands upon thousands of these men left families and homes and converged upon a recently named cantonment known as Camp Jackson. Throughout the entire duration of World War I and every armed conflict our nation has participated in since, Fort Jackson has proudly stood as a bastion of military preparedness, invoking the very values of the greatest military force the world has ever known, the United States Army. In this place, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage are instilled and honed within the hearts and minds of those men and women ready and willing to personify ideals greater than any one individual. In 1916, leaders from the Columbia Chamber of Commerce purchased land in Columbia and presented it to the U.S. War Department for use as a training location for America's soldiers. The next year, construction began, and the rest is history. Since that time, 100 years ago, over 5 million men and women have undergone training at Fort Jackson, and today it stands as the largest initial entry training center in the entire United States Army. Over half of all soldiers are initially trained at Fort Jackson, and over 60% of all female soldiers. This is the place where their commitment to and understanding of duty, honor, and country are instilled in their hearts and minds for the rest of their lives. Upon arrival at Fort Jackson, all trainees receive a warm and special welcome from those soldiers who have come to stand as the iconic symbol of Fort Jackson, the United States Army Drill Sergeant. These professionals serve as the premier trainers in the world's preeminent fighting force. The brown round instills both fear and respect in those on the receiving end of their dedicated efforts. From day one and until the last day of a rigorous 10-week training regimen, these soldiers are committed to turning the men and women fresh off the streets of hometown America into soldiers, United States Army soldiers. As a former commanding general of Fort Jackson once said, "This isn't relaxin' Jackson, this is action Jackson." The Gateway to the Army Association is a group of Army veterans and civilian leaders committed to the principles of promoting patriotism, honoring history, and saluting service. They saw a need and opportunity on Fort Jackson and took action.
As you can see, the Centennial Park is well under construction right now. This park is being built as a symbol of appreciation to our young soldiers, their family members, and all of the retirees and those who've served our great Army and those who've come through the gates of Fort Jackson. Every week of the year, we have approximately 3,000 to 5,000 family members visit us here at Fort Jackson to witness their sons or daughters or relatives' graduations from basic combat training or advanced individual training. We're building this park for them. We want to put together this Centennial Park with the drill sergeant statue. We have a pathway of patriots that highlights the accomplishments of some great graduates of the Fort Jackson Training Center right here in Columbia, South Carolina.
The whole style of the park is kind of a Greek revival style. The purpose in the style is to make the park seem timeless. And the thing I'm most excited about is the amphitheater. A steel and concrete amphitheater is designed to last on a 50 to 65 year timeline. Centennial Park is being built out of solid granite. Granite is the one thing that is designed to last 3 millennia.
I am a citizen of the state of South Carolina, and I grew up watching soldiers come to town and coming to train here in Columbia, and on the weekends watching them come into the city and how much a part of the community they became. So as a Columbia citizen, Midland citizen, an American, I am asking that we get support from the Columbia community. We have been working on this project a while, and we want to finish it, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful park.
As the members of the Gateway to the Army Association tell the story of the notable history of Fort Jackson to corporate, small business, and elected leaders, their team of partners grows. But There is still much work to be done to bring Centennial Park to a state of completion. The association invites you to thoughtfully consider joining their team of partners in making the vision of Centennial Park a reality.